Hi everyone and welcome to pptpop.com's first video tutorial. Today we will review 3 secret rules to killer presentations. So let's get started. Our first rule is about the size. We're not talking about the size of your photographies, of your texts, of your fonts, or of your images. We're talking about the size of your slides. If you do open a PowerPoint presentation, you will notice that the slides are mostly sized 10 by 7.5 inches. You're going to change that and put 12, because with 12 inch of width you will have more space for anything. More space for anything doesn't mean we're going to put more content, more text, more graphics on it. It means we will have more freedom and the ability to optimize this freedom for optimized presentation. Of course, if you check back, Ctrl Z, and check forward, Ctrl Y, you see that we have more space. If we get on our slide, you see the different colors, grains. Here, this is the amount of size you are actually winning by enlarging your PowerPoint size. The second rule is about the typography. Typography is basically mixing different kind of fonts, about setting and arranging them. So this is some example I grabbed online, especially on slideshare.com. They have very good examples of how you can make your typography work for you. What's very important to remember about typography are 3 things. The first is your ability to combine the styles. By styles, I'm talking about, you see, for example, you use your text size to highlight keywords and bring your typography to life. This is thin, and this is more impactful, and this is thin. So if you check this one, you could put it even bold. It's already bold, but if you were using another font, that would be useful. So if you combine thin and bold styles, it will have more impact for your typography. The second trick is about combining fonts. Combining fonts is good because it's good to create contrast. You see this one? This is Century Gothic. So this is the font we chose for this part of the text, this other part of the text, and this other part. This is Impact. This is a different one. Why do we do that? Because we want to highlight keywords. So keywords is the important keyword of this text box. So this is why we just changed the fonts. This is increasing the contrast as well. About the colors. Color is a very good and easy way for you to add up contrast to your typography. Here we've used purple color, but we could have used another one. For example, green, and do the same thing, right? You should use the color, which is not black, for example, green, to highlight important words. This is our third rule, colors. Colors is very important on your PowerPoint presentation because this is what highlights your content. Generally, I do recommend the use of 2 or 3 colors, one of them being the black. Of course, you're choosing black because your PowerPoint background, your slide background, is actually going to be white or light gray, like this one. Of course, if you're using a black background, you're going to use white instead of black. I do advise, in addition to black or white, the use of 1 additional color, maybe 2 if you're more comfortable with the style. You have to make sure you use the colors that people can see easily. You have to make sure your audience has visual comfort while reading and seeing your slides. So in this example, we have put PPT design, which is our slide heading, our slide title, and slide keywords. So here we're talking about 3 rules: size, font, which was the typography point we checked before, and colors. You see the different colors. Everything here is black. The important keywords are in pink. What's important here? You see on the size, we reviewed that what's important is to modify your slide size by 12 point to 7.5 inches. The font, I advise Calibri if you don't have any other fonts, but you can use also 3 colors. So this is the important keywords of this part. What we can check out about the colors is a very nice tool, which is cooler.adobe.com. By the way, this is a very good website for you to check out new fonts to download if you want to increase typography effects. So this is an example of a font I've been downloading. So the only thing you have to do is to extract your font. Take your font, so you copy. You go to a control panel. You check the font size, so here it's in French, police. but basically it should be font if it was an English version. Then you paste. Just one very short trick to copy and paste very easily. Copy is Ctrl+C as a shortcut, and paste is Ctrl+V, so you don't have to click on your mouse every time. So this was just to get new fonts. Then your fonts are going to appear in this part here. So if we get back to the colors point, this is what we're talking about, cooler.adobe.com. This is very good. This is a color palette. So the point of this palette, if you're wondering what it serves for, is to help you to mix and combine color words together. So there are different options. For instance, analogous. So these colors are very similar. Maybe this is not what you want. You have monochromatic, same kind of style. I like to use triad because triad helped me to have different kind of colors. Wondering how it works? It's very easy. For example, you like this color, but you would like it to be a very different, a little bit more purple, for instance, more blue, even though that's possible. Let's say you like it this way. Right here in this text box, you have the RGB code, red, green, and blue. What you want to do now, if you're creating a new slide, for example, a cover slide, you're going to change your background color. You want to have exactly this color. So you see RGB 128, 18, 95. This is where you're placing your RGB code, okay? And here it is. You have the same color. Now you want to put some text. You're gonna put some text. You open a text box and we're gonna write presentation design made simple. Okay? Here you want to have, which color do you want to have? Maybe the yellow? You like it? Okay. So the RGB code is 255, 219, 25. Now you can choose the font style. For instance, this one, very big. I advise for the cover slide to use at least 40. You see, maybe it doesn't look so good, so you can put it on the side. I advise to use the size for symmetry. It's better, it's less boring. You can take the made simple part, Ctrl+C, you delete, you click somewhere on your slide, you make it the same, and you put it, for example, here. Here, you want something different. You don't really like the style. Okay, let's change. You can put Aaroni. We already had Aaroni, so maybe we can add another one. Broadway, or any font you like. For instance, I'm going to use Impact. I like Impact. Okay? I'm going to put it very big. Like that. If you do choose a font, typography, you have to make sure it's readable. Very important. If you do choose something which is not readable or boring or not very easy to read for your people, it's going to be very bad for their visual comfort, and this is not what you want to happen. For example, this is hard to read. Of course people can read it, but it's not comfortable, so you need to make sure you choose something which is comfortable for people. I like the Century Gothic because it's a very bright, very clean font. No, Century Gothic. Like that. I feel it's very cool. So this is what you could do for your presentation design. Of course, if you wanted to choose a color, you could choose this one because it's in the same line. 20, 201, 204. Here it is. So these colors match well together. You see? You could choose any you want. You can move it. It's pretty much easy for you. So this is what happens. Hope you liked it. So these were our 3 rules. And that's it for today. We're going to review more rules later on. There are many more rules to review actually, so no worries about that. This was our first video tutorial, so if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to discuss about it, jump on over to pptpub.com and give us some comment. Let us know if you liked it. Let us know what we could improve. Let us know what you would like to learn about presentation design. And thanks for watching.